Hey everybody, Pandi here.
Hey y'all, what's good? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Can y'all hear me? Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the Get to Know Me Icebreaker questions. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hey, Barry Johnson, how you doing? Hey, Miss Fool Roller. I was sitting here playing around with the StreamYard overlays, trying to make more creative ones. I got some fun um get to know me questions prepared. And like I said, I was playing around with the StreamYard overlays, trying to find more creative ways to make our little avatars stand out so we don't just have the plain black background. So that was cool. I actually used some of the tutorials that Primpin gave us a couple weeks back from the notes that I took. So I was playing around and I'm happy with what I came up with because y'all know purple is my favorite color. Thank you, Miss Full Roller. That's awesome, Barry. I got to go back and check your live stream out. I saw you were live, but I've been lounging all day. But I did get your notification. I saw you were live earlier. I've been lounging and playing around in Canva, trying to figure out how to do these transparent overlays. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. So, since y'all are here, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And if anyone else decides to join us, that'll be great. So, what I have prepared, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get the comments up to where I can see them so I can quit looking at my phone. Oh, there y'all go. There y'all go. Let me do this. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Hey, Kamara. Kamara, you in here under your mama's page. Welcome in. Thank you so much for popping in. Feel free to join in. I'm gonna get some questions up on the screen and I will answer, and then you guys can type your answers into the chat too. It's just some fun get to know me questions. So hold on. Let me do that. Okay. All right. All right. So thank you guys so much for popping in. Thank you for being here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Saturday so far. Hey, Edward Smart. Thank you so much for popping in. So this is like my third time doing a get to know me questions. They're like some of my favorite icebreaker questions. I feel like it's a fun way for the supporters of the channel to get to know me better as a person, as your one of your content creators that you watch. And it's also a way for me to get to know you guys as supporters. You know, this is a virtual world, and I feel like we are an extended network of family. So we need to get to know each other, you know, in ways that are what's the word I'm looking for? Non invasive. You know what I mean? So without further ado, again, I'll be posting the questions up and then I'll be answering you guys. And then you guys feel free to chime in and put your answers into the chat as well, because I'm sure our answers will vary. Okay. So the first question is coming to the screen. The first question will be on the screen for y'all. Ooh, I'm so proud of myself, you guys. I was really playing around with the hey GA girl, thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate you guys coming out. I was playing around with the overlays, trying to figure out a way that I could, you know, a lot of times we'll go live and we'll use our avatar picture and it's just like that blank circle up there and it looks so corny and dry. So I was playing around with my notes that Primpin' Ain't Easy TV gave us on how to create circles and shapes and images in Canva. And I'm so proud of myself that I was able to figure it out and do it, y'all. So yeah, she's going to be so excited because every time she gives us tips and I figure it out, I call her and I'm all excited. She's like, see, Pandi, I told you could do it. Because when I tell y'all I am a baby stepper with the editing, it always surprises me when I'm able to figure it out and do something creative. So I love purple. Purple is my favorite color, so I'm excited. All right, so let me answer question number 1. I had to write some of my answers down too, so I wouldn't be fumbling. So the first question up on the screen, and again, you guys definitely feel free to chime in and type your responses into the chat, because this is not only a way for you guys to get to know me better, it's also a way for me to get to know you better. Hey, Marquita! Thank you so much for coming in. How are you? Girl, Marquita, you be over there killing the game with them TikTok videos. Oh my goodness. And you look amazing. Oh my God, you guys. Marquita is over there killing the game with her fitness game. I'm telling you. Goals, okay? But anyway, I digress. Welcome to the chat, Marquita. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, GA girl. And that's what it's all about. I feel like as we all learn stuff that will help us on our YouTube platforms, I'm not one of those type of people that I'm going to learn something and then I try to keep it to myself. I'm all about sharing the tips and information that are going to enhance your platform. So I'll probably try and make my own little video and show how I did it as well, because I know it can help somebody. And there was a ton of designs and images and backgrounds to choose from. So I was just happy that I was able to figure it out and create it. So let me quit rambling, because y'all know I will ramble on. So the first question up there, again, questions are going to just be coming to the screen and I'll be answering them. And I'm looking in the chat to see what y'all's answers are as well. Okay, so the first question is, what's your favorite way to spend a day off? So my answer is resting and relaxing, preferably with my man, with my boo. Okay, because we work so much. We both work in the daytime. When he comes home, he's tired because he does physical labor commercially. So he's usually exhausted. And usually I'm in here trying to do something with YouTube. So he sacrifices a lot. and allows me to come try to work my YouTube. But whenever I can catch some time where we can just chill out and relax, maybe catch a good movie or just catch something funny together and just laugh and chill, I really enjoy doing that, especially on my days off. We were doing that today. That's pretty much what I've been doing. So that's my answer to that one. Rest and relaxation, because when I tell y'all I be going from the morning to the evening most weekdays, that's a true story. I be tired. And sometimes, usually, I'll get up at like a quarter to 6 in the morning, and then I'll come home, cook, clean up, and then I'll be on the computer until like 2, 3 sometimes a.m. And then I'll go lay down for a few hours, get back up, and do it all over again. So that is definitely one of my favorite things to do and favorite ways to spend a day off. Yes. All right, now, y'all, I'm looking for y'all's answers too. All right, question 2 is coming to the screen. Question number 2 is coming to the screen. I'm hoping the sound is okay. Online ground school study. Okay. Online ground school study. That sounds really interesting, Edward. Online ground school study. Is that something to do with flight? That sounds very interesting, Edward. Got my cup of ice water, y'all. All right. So, question number 2 is, what type of music are you into? Oh, thank you, Marquita. What type of music are you into? So, my answer for that one is, I pretty much love all types of music. I really do. However, I do have some faves, and my favorites right now are, I enjoy R&B, in particularly the old school R&B. I love gospel music. I love neo soul music. I love hip hop music, and I love smooth jazz. So those are my faves. So it was kind of hard for me to just pick one. Let's see. Miss Full Roller said to listen to music, go outside, learn something, etc. Yes. Okay, I think that's your answer to the first question. Okay, and Edward Smart said yes. And Edward Smart, I believe this is your answer to question number 2, light jazz. Yes, I love light jazz, smooth jazz. Definitely. Yes, come through, Miss Full Roller. Old school R&B, jazz, reggae, and world music. Really anything that sounds good. That's me too, Miss Full Roller. As long as the beat is nice, ain't got a bunch of cussing in it, and I can bounce to it and groove to it and step to it, I'm totally with it. Totally with it. Georgia girl, I'm every woman to the dream team, says R&B old school. Yes, definitely, definitely, definitely. All right. So I think we're all in agreement. Music is universal, and as long as it sounds good and it makes you feel good, I think that's pretty much it for me. Good. Cool beans. All right, let me get question number 3 up here. This one is going to be kind of funny. So, the question is, what was the best vacation you ever took and why? What was the best vacation you ever took and why? So, this one was kind of hard for me to choose from because having children, we used to take a vacation. We used to try to take a vacation like at least once or twice a year, sometimes only once, because of finances. And with having children, it would be a strain, but we would always try to at least squeeze one. vacation in, preferably two. And I was sitting here thinking back to what was the most memorable because I couldn't really decide on the best because the best and the most memorable, they kind of, go hand in hand. But the one that stood out to me for this question, for this get to know me question, was about almost 15 years ago. 15 years ago, when I still lived in Washington State, I'm from Seattle, Washington, although I reside in South Carolina right now. The best vacation that I feel like we ever took and why was about 15 years ago. About six of my good girlfriends who I grew up with, went to school with, worked with a few of them. We've been knowing each other since middle school, high school, and we all grown now. We all married. We have children that are close in age. We all got together and we went up to Lake Chelan. Now, Lake Chelan is up in eastern Washington. It's kind of like in the mountains. Beautiful resort town. And we rented a house. I want to say that house it was like a 6 or 7 bedroom house. It was beautiful. It was on the lake. There was jet skis. They had an outdoor pool. It was like a gated community. We had mountain views. There was a water park around. And it was us 7 ladies, our husbands, and all our kids. It was probably about 20 of us in the house. We all went in on food. We all got in the kitchen and cooked together while the kids were playing there. This house was so nice. It had like pool table downstairs. It had a pool out there. The guys were in there playing dominoes and cards. Us women, we were in there just chopping it up, talking, kicking it. We had drinks. It was so nice. And I think we were there for a weekend. So I would say that was like my most memorable, favorite vacation. It was like a family vacation, but it had our friends there too. So it was, which were close, like family. So that was so much fun. I miss those days. And that was like almost 15 years ago when the kids were still young in school. Hey, Marlene, thank you so much for coming in. Feel free to chime in, y'all. So right now I got 40. I have a total of 40, and I don't know if we'll get through all 40 of them, but I have a total of 40 get to know me questions, and I'll be posting them up on the screen. And I want you guys to definitely feel free to type your answers and your responses into the chat so that this is interactive. It's a way for you guys to get to know me better as well as I get to know you guys better. So the question was, what was the best vacation you ever took and why? And that little short story I just gave you guys was probably the most memorable vacation that I took. And that was almost 15 years ago. That was one of my faves. Let's see. Edward Smart says Maui. It was short but relaxing. I bet that was wonderful. Do you know I have never been to Hawaii? I have never been. I would love to go. I bet that was relaxing because the beautiful sights. I can only imagine. All right. Thank you for participating, Marlene. Marlene says, my favorite vacation was my London Paris trip in 2017. Oh my gosh. I'm jealous, Marlene. I bet you got some great pictures. I know that had to be fun and exciting. It's on my bucket list. It's on my bucket list too. I would love to go. Miss Full Roller says, when my aunt took me to Disney World at about age 7, that was only a that was only a minute ago. I know that's right. Come through minute ago. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Marlene, you were there for 3 weeks? Oh my gosh. But yeah, I can imagine that a trip like that, you definitely need more than a weekend. That sounds like fun. Oh my gosh. All right, all right. Let me get question 4 up here. Question number 4. and it kind of goes hand in hand with what we were just talking about. Where's the next place on your travel bucket list and why? Where's the next place on your travel bucket list and why? Barry said, understood, Miss Fool Roller. About the being yesterday, Barry. I ain't mad because I feel like it was just yesterday too. So, where's the next place on your travel bucket list and why? So, on my travel bucket list, I definitely got more than one. These are the places in my mental bucket list that one day I want to make it to. And I have like three or four. Brazil is definitely on there. I have always wanted to go to Brazil. I've always wanted to go to Italy, the UK, and Africa. Now, I'm not exactly sure where in Africa, but just to visit Africa, period, I would love to go. So, those are the few destinations on my bucket list. That's Brazil, Italy, the UK, and Africa. Okay, let's see what you guys said. Marlene, my next trip is to go home to Jamaica. Oh my goodness, my aunt will be 95. Wow. Oh my gosh, Marlene. Hey, Patricia Crankfield, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. And if you guys didn't remember to do so, please don't forget to thumbs up the live stream for me. I know sometimes we jump right in and it's very easy to forget to do. Let's see. Edward Smart says Ghana to trace some history. Exactly, Edward. That's what I'm saying. I want to be able to go to the motherland and do that, just that, trace some history, see all the sites, take in all the sites and the culture, and just meditate and relax. That's a good answer, Edward. I like that. Patricia Crankfield, definitely feel free to chime in. I'm just placing some of my favorite icebreaker get to know me questions up on the screen, and I'm answering. And if you feel so inclined from the chat to put your responses into the chat as well. This way, you guys can get to know me better, and I can get to know you guys better. You know? All right. Barry said probably Ghana and Hawaii. Yeah, those sound great. Those sound great, Barry. Miss Full Roller says, I'd like to go to Africa and many parts of the US as well. Right. I don't know what it is, but I would like to go to Africa. I kind of feel like I would love to visit Israel too. If that does that sound crazy? I don't know. I just want to visit it and experience it. For the experience of it, really, I just want the experience of it. Let's see. Marlene says, if I go back to England, I'm going over to Scotland. I know that's right, Marlene. I know that's right. All right, these are some awesome answers. And it really does give you a better insight into the people that we're virtually engaging with. So thank you guys for participating. I appreciate it. Let me get question number 5 up here. Hold on. Yes. Okay. Patricia says, I would love to visit Africa as well. Right. So we all pretty much want to visit Africa at some point. I think that's great. All right. Question 5. What are your hobbies and how did you get into them? Ooh, did I answer this? Let me think. Ooh, that water is good and cold. So, what are your hobbies and how did you get into them? Let me think about that one. See what y'all are saying. Miss Fullrunner says, I've been to Europe, but I would not mind exploring it more. Ooh, how was that? How was visiting Europe, Miss Fullrunner? I would love to go to Europe as well. I just want to travel. I think international travel anywhere would be wonderful. So, what are my hobbies and how did I get into them? I have a few different hobbies. I would say I definitely enjoy reading. I enjoy the art of hairstyling. I enjoy cooking, traveling, and learning new information. So, reading is just something that I've always done as a child. I was just one of those kids that was always in a book. I used to love going to the library. I don't know, I just love reading. If I can find me a good book, I will sit down and curl up with a good book for days. And I usually breeze through the book. Now, the hairstyling, I was always into it. And when I got out of high school, I decided to go on to trade school and get my license as a cosmetologist and esthetician. I actually grabbed both licenses. I did not maintain the esthetician license, so I maintained the cosmetology license. And then I opened up a small salon in Seattle, which I had for about 7 years. But because my children were still young in school, in elementary school and middle school, it was difficult. I did it for 7 years and it was very difficult because I had booth renters. Oh my God. Just trying to get them to pay their bills so that I could pay my bills, the headache of it. I did it for as long as I could and then I just closed down and I kind of took a few clients from home and then I eventually left it alone altogether. So I do still maintain my licenses, although I don't work in the field. I went back to my original field, which was medical, and I currently work in the healthcare field now in a hospital. So those are my hobbies, and that's how I got into them. Let's see what you all are saying. Oh no, okay, wait. Miss Footweller said it wasn't a visit. Oh, I was stationed in Germany. Okay, so it was military. Okay. But I'm sure you probably still got a chance. That's probably why you said you wanted to see, explore more. That makes sense. Marlene says writing, but I'm waiting to share my biography. Awesome. Oh my God. That sounds exciting. Edward Smart says gardening, container crops, and reading. Now, I don't know why. That's something that I want to get into as well. I know nothing about gardening, but just from the people on YouTube, like Chef and More, the indoor outdoor gardener, Miss Cynthia, who God rest her soul, were key and instrumental in how I even learned about crop container crops, and crop gardening. I didn't even know there was such a thing. And the backyard gardener, those three ladies have been instrumental. And Miss Full Roller with showing the container crops and things like that. So they have inspired me to where I feel like eventually I can kind of try my hand at it. So it definitely looks relaxing. It looks like hard work, but it does also look relaxing and fulfilling. So I can see how that would be a good hobby for you, Edward. Let's see. Miss Full Roller says bowling, learning new stuff, and reading. Yes. Miss Full Roller explained to us one time before that had something to do with her name, bowling. So yes, I can see that being a hobby. I used to love to bowl when the kids were younger. That was one of the ways I would take them out to burn off steam. And even though I didn't really know what I was doing, I used to have fun throwing that ball. Although I would always throw gutter balls. It was still fun and relaxing. Hey, Tanisha Armstrong. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome. Feel free to chime in and answer the questions, Tanisha. Yes, Marlene, I remember you telling me that one time before. I think I was in one of your lives and we talked about that. Isn't that interesting? And that explains why your skin looks amazing. That explains it. That explains it. Tanisha's greeting everyone. Patricia Crankfield says, I love to read. I love to talk to the elderly. I like to play games on my phone that keep the mind strong. Those are really good, Patricia. Those are really good. Like I said, I love to read. I'm an avid reader. And talking to the elderly, I enjoy that as well. That's interesting that you say that. I never really looked at that as a hobby, but it definitely can be a hobby. And you know, the older people that you speak with, they enjoy it so much. They enjoy it so much. They get so much out of it, especially when their family doesn't really visit them that often, or just even people in your family. So those are really good, Patricia. Marlene says, I love everything related to the beach. Now, Marlene, I can tell that about you from your videos. A lot of your videos, you're at, it looks like the beach or the ocean. So I can definitely see that about you. Edward, yes. Yes, Edward. Chef Pam got me started in gardening, right? She is always getting on to us about, well, she used to get on me every time I would pop in there about starting. And I still haven't done it yet now, but I think I can do it. Like they make it seem so simple, and I'm sure it's not that simple. And every time I think I want to get into it, when they start talking about, oh, okay, Tanisha, feel free if it's a long ad to skip the ad and come on in. Because I don't know why YouTube will stick a super long, like 25-minute long ad on a dang live stream, but you know how they do. So I appreciate you staying in there, but come on in, girl. What was I going to say? You know, when you guys start talking about like germination and you guys start talking all that technical stuff, that's when I get intimidated and I back off altogether because I don't understand any of that. And my grandfather, before he passed, he was an in-ground gardener, you know, from South Carolina. So we had greens, we had tomatoes, watermelons, all that stuff in the backyard. And he used to try to teach us. And I think he worked a lot with my male cousins, but I never got into it because I was one of them prissy little girls. I didn't want to get my hands dirty. I'd much rather be inside while they were outside playing. I'd be inside reading a book. They used to be like, she need to go outside and play. So, yes. So Chef Pam has definitely been instrumental with a lot of people on the platform with their gardening. Miss Full Roller. Yep. I remember that. I remember these things when you guys tell us key things, you know, to relate. And I think it does help with, you know, getting to know each other better. It stands out. Like I remember that vividly. And that was had to be almost 2 years ago, Miss Full Roller. I remember you explaining that to us about your name, your channel name. You are welcome, Marlene. It is very much visible. So it was to no surprise when you told me that you were an esthetician. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, I'm going on and on and on. Let me get the next question up, y'all, because I'm sitting here enjoying y'all's answers. Let me get the question up here. Okay, so that was question number 5. What are your hobbies and how did you get into them? I love it. We all have great hobbies. This is good. And we're laughing at because you know I would get sidetracked. Thank goodness Jennifer ain't in here because she would have been talking mess to me. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Question number 6. What are no, what was your favorite age growing up? This will be interesting. I want to hear what everybody has to say. What was your favorite age growing up? What was your favorite age growing up? So, my favorite age, I don't have just one. For me, it was a bracket. So, from the age of 14 through 16, ages 14, 15, and 16. Yes, Miss Full Roller, you know she would have been like, quit running your mouth. She be getting me together, honey. Two and together. Yes. So my favorite age group was 14, 15, 16. I really sat and I thought about this question and I'm like, those were really my favorite years. I feel like those were pivotal times for me. Like it's when I kind of really started thinking about my future. I was thinking about what I was going to do in high school, what I was going to do after high school, college, or vocational school. Like serious decisions start coming to you at those times. So I would have to say that was my favorite age growing up, the 14 to 16. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Marlene says, I need to start gardening. I have a backyard now. Any tips for beginners to start? Girl, Marlene, it's looking like these container crops are the thing. I'm like, I have a backyard, but I'm scared to go back there because just off of my backyard is a pond. And I tell y'all, there's gators around here. So I'm scared to go back there. But I would do like some container plants on my deck. I really, really wouldn't mind getting into it. So I'm in agreement with you there. Get some tips. Edward Smart probably got some tips. I know Chef and More, Miss Full Roller, and the Backyard Gardener. Those are the few that I can think of off the top of my head. They have excellent content on their channels regarding gardening. Miss Full Roller, yes, you already know. She would have been like, quit running your trap. Come on. And Edward Smart says the same, probably the early teen years. Yep. Yep. Miss Full Roller laughing at us. Marlene says, I loved being 23 to 30, a perfect age to travel and have enough money to not stay in a motel. Woo wee, girl, I ain't mad at you. I know that's right. I know that's right. Miss Full Roller says 19. I got the heck out of Dodge. No. No, 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 no. You got the heck out of Dodge. Patricia Crankfield, my favorite age was 16 to 20. Okay. So yours was a little later, more so when you were like an older teen to your early 20s. I don't know why. When I really try to think about it, I'm like, the 14 to 16. I feel like I was still young enough to be a kid and, get out and have fun. But I was also thinking about the future. I remember, making key decisions that would affect my adulthood that are still stuck with me right now to this day. You know, like I make decisions based off the way I determined I would at that young age. It's very interesting. Oh no, Marlene. Oh no. So that explains why you said the later years. It's understandable. I mean, we wasn't rich, so it was a struggle. But I try to think about the good times, although, it wasn't always good. With the good comes the bad. All we can do is really work on making a better way for ourselves. So I get it. Miss Full Roller says, yep, that's why I gave my answer. I get it. Trust me, I get it. All right. So that again was question number 6. What was your favorite age growing up? Let me get question number 7 up there. Question number 7 coming to the screen. What was the last thing you read? What was the last thing you read? Look, probably the title to this live stream. No. Oh my goodness. I thought about that when I wrote it in there. Like, they're going to be like, we just read the title to come in here. But I think the question was more so in regards to a book or a magazine, maybe. I don't know. But you can interpret it how you will. So the question is, what was the last thing you read? So for me, I chose the book that I'm reading right now. Excuse me, which is very interesting. It is called White Fragility. Why it is difficult for white people to discuss racism. That's the title of the book. So based on that title, y'all know it's very interesting read. A very interesting read. I've been actually recording my reading aloud over on my other channel just to kind of get engagement up over there and put some content on that channel. So since I'm reading the book anyway, that's what I've been doing. But yep, that's what I last read. Let me see what y'all have been reading. Miss Full Roller, Marlene, My Joy Began in Adulthood. Yeah. Understandable. A Broken Child by A Broken Child by a fellow YouTuber, Author Sheila D. Oh my goodness. You know what? I remember connecting with her and I need to get back over to her channel. I think she used to come to Team Build before we went member only. And then I have not really seen her much lately, but I remember she was saying that she had a few books published. And speaking of that, well, no, that's another story. I'm not going to go there. Look, Miss Full Roller gave you the virtual fist bump, it looks like. Edward Smart says The Aviator's Guide to Navigation. All right. Ooh. Patricia Crankfield says Prodigal Son. All right. Marlene, I'm going to review it. Awesome. Ooh, that sounds exciting. That sounds really exciting. I would love to hear about that. I bet you that's going to be a good review. Patricia, you read it twice? Wow. I remember learning about that lesson as a child in Sunday school, as a child, and not fully understanding the meaning behind it, Patricia. And then as I got older and was in church and heard about it, it just like the light bulb came on and I saw the analogy behind it and I was like, wow. So I can totally understand reading that twice. Miss Full Roller said, The Spiral of Life. That sounds interesting too. That sounds really interesting. The Spiral of Life. Let's see. Marlene says, I love books about people who have overcome challenges. I agree. I agree with that too, Marlene, because it's inspirational. It's inspirational and it helps you, it helps people when you're in a situation where you might be dealing with something or facing a challenge or whatever. And when you read something and you see that, A, you're not alone in whatever is going on, you also see that there is hope or light at the end of the road because the person who is writing has also made it through. So I agree with you there. Oh, okay, Miss Florella. It's an astrology book. Ooh. Now, see, when I was younger, I used to be so intrigued with astrology. Since I've gotten older, I haven't really paid much attention to it or looked back. Of course, when you are growing up in the church, they try to tell you, they try to steer you away from it. I don't necessarily view it that way. I actually was very intrigued with it at a younger age. In fact, I swore by it. So I bet you that is an interesting read. All right. All right. I am loving this, y'all. This is giving me so much insight into you guys as a people. And again, it's a non invasive way for us to get to know each other. I love it. I hope you guys are enjoying the questions as well. Um, let's see. Question number 8. Drink some of this water. I bet you guys will be or not excited, but shocked with my answer. Maybe or maybe not. Okay, question number 8. Would you say you're more of an extrovert or an introvert? Miss Full Roller. I should have added that to my list of hobbies as I use it as a vehicle to self discovery. Okay. All right. I would love to hear more about that, Miss Full Roller. I would love to hear more about that. Let's see. Patricia says this book is by Danielle Steele. It's still about 2 boys growing up. One was jealous of the other. It's a good book. I don't want to give anything away. Ooh, okay. My mother is a big Danielle Steele book collector. Think she has everything that woman has ever written. And I think that's where I got my love for reading from. Oh my goodness, Edward Smart, an extrovert? Edward Smart. I would have never guessed. I would have never guessed. Marlene. Marlene says an introvert, definitely. I love being alone. Oh my goodness. All right. Miss Full Roller says an introvert also. Y'all, I am an introvert as well. I think that I'm an introvert. My family tells me that I'm an introvert. And I guess kind of like Marlene, I do love being alone. Um, I am an only child. I have one sister that my father had after he and my mom separated, and she's younger than me. We grew up together, always spending time together and everything, but we weren't really close. Like my cousins, first cousins and things were closer than me and my sister. So I was used to being alone, but I enjoy my alone time. Now, don't get me wrong, I love being around my family. I love being around people, but if I could be by myself all the time, I would totally be fine with it. I think I'm definitely introverted. I think I'm an introvert. Barry says lean towards an introvert. Yes. Yes, it's something about that alone time. Sometimes you just need that time to process. Like, I don't really even like talking on the phone that much. And my cousins get on me all the time because they're like, you live right here in the same town and we barely see you. And I'm like, what y'all need to see me for? I really am like, what do you need to see me for? They're like, you don't come visit. I'm like, for what? I mean, like, I come visit around the holidays and, when we do family get togethers and things, like, I don't need to see y'all every day. If we need to talk, we can call, we can talk on the phone. So I guess I don't necessarily feel, maybe I'm just antisocial. Is that what you would call it? I don't know. I think I'm an introvert though. Let's see. Patricia says, I'm an extrovert. I can also be an introvert. Okay. And I feel like maybe that's it, Patricia. You know, you're a little bit of both, but I definitely lean more towards the introvert side. All right. This is awesome. Edward Smart, I so totally would not have guessed you were an extrovert. I would never have guessed that one. Let me get number 9 up on the screen. I know we're not going to make it through all of these, which is fine because I can do them at a later time because I don't want to keep y'all on here. I know other things are going on. It's a beautiful Saturday evening. It is still daylight here, y'all, because of daylight savings time. You may be what they call. Oh my God, I gotta look at Miss Full Roller's comment and see. Hold on. Okay, question 9's up there. It says, what's your favorite ice cream topping? This ought to be good. Let me look at Miss Full Roller's comments. Because out of Miss Full Roller and Jennifer, y'all be having me rolling, okay? Rolling. Let me see what she said. Pandi, on the visiting thing, you may be what they call an ambivert, which is a bit of both, but lean a bit more toward one side or the other. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that, Miss Full Roller. Because I like spending time. I like family time. And I like hanging out with my good Judies. But then sometimes it be like, all right, I'm good. I seen y'all the other day. I don't need to see y'all again until next week, you know? And my mom gets on me about that too. Like, you don't call nobody. I've been calling you. And I'm like, but I talked to you yesterday. You know, is that wrong? I'd be like, we don't have to talk every day, do we? I don't know. Maybe I'm an ambivert. I need to Google that. Let me see what y'all are saying. What's your favorite ice cream topping? Miss Full Roller said, I skipped it. Miss Full Roller said, I feel like I like the ambivert too with the heavy lean towards the introverted side. Yes. Yes. Okay. Patricia Crankfield says strawberries or caramel. Hmm. I don't really care for strawberries on ice cream, but I like strawberries. But definitely the caramel. Oh my God. Okay. Edward Smart. Edward Smart says, I don't eat much ice cream, but I would say strawberries. Right. Ice cream, you have to do in like heavy moderation because it's not good for us. But it is it's one of those, what do you call it? One of those guilty pleasures, I would say. So my answer to that one, what is your favorite ice cream topping? What did I put? I don't have just one. I actually like on ice cream. There's only one ice cream there's two that I really like. I like chocolate ice cream. And if it's chocolate ice cream, I don't need any kind of topping on it. I'll just eat plain chocolate ice cream. And if I get my favorite ice cream, which is butter pecan, which I know is bad for me, but I love it. I will put caramel or fudge as the topping. I love butter pecan ice cream. If I don't have butter pecan, I love the pralines and cream. Okay. So yeah, caramel, hot fudge. Those are my favorite toppings. Right, Edward Smart. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what it is. They're vices. Mm-hmm. Yes, Miss Full Roller. Love pecan and praline. Oh my God, black walnut and butter pecan ice cream. Mm-mm-mm. It has been several months since I've eaten ice cream. And y'all, it has taken the full wrath of God to keep me from buying it when I'm in the store, walking past the frozen foods. I'm like, oh my God, let me get away from this ice cream because you'll eat it. And then the next thing you know, you feel like crap. It's just, I don't know why the stuff that tastes so good is so bad for us. It's terrible. Mm-hmm. Miss Furella says, as far as putting stuff on ice cream, not necessarily. Yes. Now that's how am about chocolate. I do like French vanilla ice cream too. I'll eat that plain. But I have not had ice cream in months. Something tells me I'll probably get a real bad tummy ache if I eat it now. Because it's been a long time. Patricia says, Miss Full Roller, those are my favorite, right? Those were all good ones that she named. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I agree, the toppings are not necessary. All right, I'm going to get question 10 up here. Ooh, we are approaching the 1 hour mark. So I'm going to probably only do like two more of these questions. And maybe I can push these out, come back tomorrow evening. Because like I said, I put 40 questions down. There's no way we're going to get through these all tonight. So yeah, if not tomorrow, another time. All right. So question number 10 is on the screen. What was the last TV show that you binge watched? What was the last TV show that you binge watched? Let's see what you all are saying. You know what, Edward Smart? I have thought about that and I really don't know. I need to find out because me and Milk, we don't get along. I don't like milk at all. I've never liked milk as a child. It upsets my stomach. I don't drink it. I don't care to drink it. Like I have started taking the vitamin D pills years ago just to supplement because I knew I didn't drink milk and I wasn't getting it, you know? So I never thought about that being lactose intolerant, but yeah, it makes you feel bad after I eat the ice cream. At least it does me. So that's definitely a possibility. Um so for the question, Edward Smart said Martin. Yes, Martin Lawrence. The Martin Show. I haven't seen Martin in a while, but it's one of those things that if I'm flipping through the remote and it's on, and it's on like a marathon, I will sit there and watch several episodes. So I can totally dig that one. Miss Full Roller. Miss Full Roller said Scandal, though I still didn't finish it. Really? Oh my God. I think I was talking to Primpin about this because she loves their clothing line. Like she has a whole, what is it? Like a series or a clothing line that she retails on her Poshmark website from that collection. And I was telling her, I never got into watching Scandal, and she was in shock. I never got into it. I'll have to check it out one day. It is legendary. And Miss Full Roller says, yes, sounds like you're lactose intolerant. Many of us are. I don't know, probably because, honey, I just don't like milk. I don't like a lot of dairy, although I do like cheese and I do like eggs. But milk by itself, we do not get along. So for my answer for number 10 is, of course, currently I'm watching Queen Sugar and I've been binge watching it like crazy. I feel like a lot of the more recent shows, the evening dramas, the Power, Greenleaf, Queen Sugar, I find myself binge watching those. And I like to review and recap them. As far as the old shows, I used to binge watch Sanford and Son all the time. I don't know why, especially when Red Fox would be Elizabeth, I'm coming, honey. That used to crack me up in the Jeffersons. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, Patricia Crankfield said, I watch Nigerian movies sometimes with Mercy Johnson. Okay. Oh my goodness. Now, where do you find the Nigerian movies at, Patricia Crankfield? Are those on like Netflix or something? I wouldn't mind seeing a Nigerian movie. That sounds very entertaining. Miss Full Roller says, I didn't discover it until after the show had gone off. Once I saw one episode, I was hooked and purchased all the episodes. I'm probably gonna look at Queen Sugar too. Oh my gosh, okay. Wow. So I need to check Scandal out. Oh, on YouTube, Patricia? Okay. Oh wow. I'm gonna have to look into that too. I'm always looking for something different to watch. That's one of the things I like about Netflix, you know? You can sometimes find stuff on there that you wouldn't necessarily see on regular TV or stuff that just didn't make it to the big screen. Yeah. Hmm. All right. Well, let me see. Okay, so we got through 10. We got through 10 out of 40. So I am going to go ahead and stop there just so we don't go into an odd number. I want to thank you guys so much for spending an hour with me hanging out. I really enjoyed chatting with you guys. I hope that you guys have enjoyed your time here. I hope that you all feel like you've gotten to know me a little bit better. I certainly feel like I've gotten to know you all a little better, and I appreciate it so much. I really do. It's challenging as YouTubers or any type of social media influencer, I would say, to A, get the audience, once you get the audience, to keep the audience captivated and encouraged and engaged with what it is that you have going on. And the only way that I could think about to do that is to just come on and talk with y'all and just be myself. I'm not going to say I'm nobody, because of course we're all somebody, but I'm nobody grand. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just an average woman. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, and I feel like I'm on a positive tip. I want to bring positive information through this channel. I want to have fun here. I want to laugh with you. I want to share your joys. If you're going through trials and tribulations, I want you all to know that I am here. Um, as a friend, that, if you ever need to reach out to me, I'm always available. My contact information is there on my About Me tab. So never think that, I'm not relatable or approachable. And yeah, just this is another great time and a great way to get to know me again as I get to know you guys. And I just want to thank you guys for coming over and hanging out and for allowing me to experiment with my little new overlays so I can kind of see how that looks up on the screen. So, yes, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Miss Fool Roller, are you going to be going live tonight? I think you said you were, and I think you said you were going to be doing the 70s tonight. If so, you guys, please put your link into the chat, Miss Fool Roller. Or hold up, matter of fact, I can try and do it, y'all. You guys, Miss Fool Roller does music trivia over on her channels, usually on Saturday evenings. I'm trying to go to her channel real quick so I can grab the link. So if you guys are not connected, you guys can come on over. It's always a fun, good time. It's positive. And on YouTube, y'all, it's already a lot of negative stuff. So if there's ever positive things going on, we really need to try to support one another by showing up and participating. Okay, yep, there she goes at 9:30 p.m. Let me put it in here for y'all before we head out. You are welcome, Barry Johnson. Thank you so much for still being here. I really appreciate it. I really do. Hold on. Here we go. 9:30. I don't know why I didn't think to have this prepared ahead of time. Anybody else going live this evening? Either before or after Miss Fool Roller? Yes, 1970s tonight. No. All right. Well, you guys, again, thank you so much for coming tonight. If you didn't remember to do so on your way coming in, please don't forget to blow dry on the like button for me. Thank you all so much for coming through and kicking it with your girl. I hope that you guys enjoyed yourself. And if you have not already, don't forget to blow dry on my like button. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? It is free 99 after all. Make sure you double tap on that notification bell so that you are notified each and every time I go live over here and when new content is added to the channel. Until next time, stay safe, everybody. Stay encouraged. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.